that here in about 20 seconds when they see it. But we see a Seer already getting banned.
And Gnar and Zed for the HKES.
This time.
Yep.
They are not taking any chances with yoeFW getting their hands on someone that can displace himself, have a flash once every 6 seconds. Not only that, an offensive flash at some points in the game.
HK Esports just banned the champion that Maple played.
Yeah, and now everyone and their mother is typing Ma wasang dinsula. Well, I'm glad they like it. Okay, I guess I'll give it a shot in Cantonese. Ma ngosong ding sila.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Derek taught me it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Okay.
So they also banned Jarvan for HK Esports.
Gnar's getting banned too. This is, I feel like we're gonna see something completely different this game from what we've seen previously. I mean, Stanley's not gonna have access to his top lane killing machine.
Yep. And God JJ doesn't have Silver. Toys doesn't have a Seer too.
So I mean, like they're just they're thinking, okay, they've been depending on these guys so much. Let's take them off their hands.
Yep. And mostly HK Esports just trying to take off Maple's champion, which is Zed and Cassidy. Those assassins.
Alright, so
Flash will pick Morgana for the first.
Lee Sin is a solid choice for Refrain, but I mean, I feel like he's very powerful. He's going to be needed. He is. I don't see him changing this at last second, but I could be wrong. We've seen the plays made before, and Maple's going to have to pick something new as well, because of course he doesn't have access to Zed. He doesn't have access to Kassadin. What's it going to be, Maple? Come on.
Maybe Alessandra? Nope. Oh.
He's gonna decide later. Right now he's gonna lock in maybe an ADC. Wait.
For NL.
Wait. Easy can be played in other lanes as well, but I mean...
Yeah, it can be mid Ezreal if, I don't know, some people play it.
We're gonna find out. I mean, like, that's not a... I imagine that's more like a solo queue thing, though. A solo queue trend. And, of course, Janina looks like that's gonna be the prospective support locked in by God JJ. And that's just gonna be secured for Toys.
And Ranga again from Dinta, just like the first 2 games.
That is very lethal. That's a lot of damage coming out from Hong Kong Esports, but I feel like they're very lacking in the way of
front line.
Yeah.
Yep, just like the last 2 games.
Rengar can be built tank, but again, as a jungle tank, that's a very slow build. NL and Sword Art have to make their choices now. 30 seconds to go on that pick.
But we can also see like how Stanley will pick a top laner that really matters in this comp now, since LeBlanc can assassin people while Corky can poke in the back. But like what Stanley pick is really the key to if Hong Kong Esports can win this game.
Alright. So here we are.
Maokai and Syndra.
Yeah.
So is Ezreal AD carry marksman?
I believe so. Ollie is going to be responsible for the final pick.
For Stanley.
It's going to be a top laner, and it might not be an easy choice. I mean, I don't know. What's it going to be? I mean, we haven't seen Stanley play anything besides Gnar all day.
No, we did. Actually, at the third game, he was against
you and
Maokai.
Ben. I was busy practicing singing Gosu Yao Aida Baba, Irelia. Okay.
Yeah, he played Kassadin. He went kind of even against Yoe Flash Roof, Maokai top, but it didn't went really well. And now he is picking Irelia, which I think it can be better against a passive laner, which is Maokai.
All right. Well, that being said, I mean, Maokai, his late game potential, I mean, he's got that ult that can hurt everyone on the team. Of course, we have the same thing kind of there from Irelia, but I mean, I feel like a lot of it's missing, if you will. What is the overall engagement plan for Hong Kong Esports here?
To be honest, I would say it's definitely not a hard initiation again. It is kind of like a poke and getting people in the jungle or like doing roaming kind of comp. While Yoe Flash Wolf, they are going for the hard initiation. Like you can see Syndra and Maokai going in and stunning people, while Ezreal just shooting his skills behind with Morgana's spell shield protecting him.
Right, and I mean, I see a lot of utility there with Aurelia in the mix. LeBlanc, I feel like though I feel like the one thing that's missing the most from Hong Kong Esports is something that, how do I say this? Stack CC displacements coming from their team. Like so far, the one character who has all of that packed into one nice package would actually be Ollie. But you know, what's the follow-up is the real question.
Yeah, they don't really have a hard crowd control except for Aurelia stun and Jaina's knockups. So we'll see how they play this game.
Coming from yoeFW, I could see a ton of stack displacements, stuns,
Just like
Morgana,
Yep.
Syndra, and of course adding to that Maokai.
He can just tank everything and just run in.
Right, but Maokai is kind of those late game champions as well. I feel like after level 6, assuming that we see a lot of cooldown items coming down from Maple, then I definitely see that beginning to get stronger as they progress towards the mid game. But this is going to be a very hard-fought game coming out of Hong Kong Esports, and I think one thing that they could do is so what I'm looking for. They're going to need a lot of early game ganks in top lane to negate stakes play.
Yeah, but at the same time, since they need early ganks, but Dinter is playing Ranga in the jungle, so I don't know if successful gank can pull it out like before he is level 6. So that's maybe a concern for HK Esports.
Right. Since we have about a minute and 18 seconds to go, I guess this is the time to go ahead and plug in that you guys should like the sponsors on Facebook at the bottom of your screen. That's AS Rock, BenQ, Asus, and it looks like, some witch just took control of our PC. We can't see the stream. There we go. Hang on just a second. This would be the time to go ahead and like our sponsors on Facebook. That would be AS Rock, Little Hong Kong Chef, Asus, BenQ, like HK Esports on Facebook for what they produce, of course, and also Riot Games, definitely. We want to give those guys a big thank you as well, because without them, we wouldn't have, mainstream esports.
That's true, and also our YouTube channel, and you can check the replay like days after, and you can see these games on YouTube too. And we are almost in the game.
Yeah.
I'm so exciting.
Right, and I guess this is where we just go ahead and say, 这个第一首歌就是确定的，我一定要唱都是要爱的抱抱。我是一个说到做到的男人。Even if that means I'm going to be a 娘炮。Yeah. 我是一个说到做到的娘炮。
Okay. Okay, we are in the loading screen now. And I really hope HK Esports can win as a HK Esports fans. So
yeah.
Yep, let's pray for that.
There are a lot of fangirls out there who are going to be crying if Stanley and Toys can't pull it out, But I think, I can't be too certain, but I think Toys has a girlfriend.
I think so.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I mean, I saw him walking with a girl, but I didn't see him holding her hands at the Garena Esports Stadium.
All right.
Yesterday.
The game is on.
Yeah. Sorry about the rumors. I don't mean to talk about Bago all day. Gossip, yeah. Lower left, of course, blue side, it's going to be yoeFlash Wolves.
Yep, everyone is getting ready to get out of the platform.
And upper right, red side, it is Hong Kong Esports. This is the final game of 40,000 Hong Kong dollars on the line.
Yep, and both teams won 2 times, and this is the final one to decide who is the championship of this playoff.
All right. Okay. So
everyone is in position.
Yeah, I mean, there's no funny play that's going to happen. At least not at this stage. We could probably gradually see a creep towards that red buff.
Both teams is taking it seriously
from one side or the other, but I really feel like that's at this with the layout we have right now. I don't think we're going to see any red buff steals or anything like that until at least someone returns to lane.
And they did ward the river to save the to try to avoid the counter jungling.
That is absolutely right. Alright, so
It seems like Lee Sin is starting blue.
Minions have spawned.
by the way, I want to thank everyone who's watching. Earlier today I started at 1,800 likes on Facebook. Now I'm at almost 4,000. Thank you everyone from Taiwan. This means a lot to me.
Congratulations.
To give you guys some perspective, Quincy Davis, the former American basketball player who's now a naturalized Taiwanese citizen, has about 10,000 likes on Facebook.
You're getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there.
Yeah.
If you can sing more songs. Okay,
Maybe.
the game is on and Rank is starting red buff while Lee Sin is starting the rock, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, at this stage, I mean, that's basically kind of standard, but wait a minute. We got Ollie up to his old shenanigans, the roaming support. But what is going on here? He's not moving. Okay, he's keeping an eye on that blue buff. He wants to see if there's any shenanigans going on, but oh man. They're going for wolves instead of blue. They're just going to abandon that straight out.
And that's why Ranga start red. He wants Lee Sin's blue.
But meanwhile, in the background, we do, of course, have... I'm trying to identify just who that is at the moment. We've got Sword Art actually going in and inspecting the blue of the enemy team. And maybe we'll see... Maybe we could potentially see a steal from Refrain, but I think he's just going to play this out as safely as possible. I think they're very confident with their team loadout more than anything else.
And that should be a lane swap for the Yoe Flash Roof.
Some people say you will have more fans than Q in the chat. That's very heartwarming. Maybe I could become a naturalized Taiwanese citizen in a year.
Yep. And get 10,000 like.
Sure, why not?
Maybe sing 10,000 songs.
Yeah. Okay, so there it is. Dinter now going for his own blue buff, but it looks like Sword Art and Refrain coming in there. There's a ward available here.
And yeah, Dinter probably got his.
Got disengaged. I mean, they saw it. All right.
It's
So
smart for him to put a pink ward there.
it is. Now, the bot lane under turret, what is going on here is the real question. Just ordinary plays from Yoe Flash Wolves. They're pushing up that bot lane turret, and right now, I mean, Oli's still stuck at level 1. At this stage, I mean, that's pretty critical. But now it looks like this is a lane swap coming in from Stanley. He's going to go ahead and head to bottom lane while we've got... oh, jeez, I'm trying to identify again. God JJ in top lane.
Yep, it's funny how, like, it's interesting how Olay leaving God JJ top, like 1 versus 1 stake, like, and he's just like roaming, which is kind of an interesting play coming out from Olay. Olay like to roam, but it's interesting to see how he is trying to let Corki to get those levels in the beginning.
I like how he's also throwing the saplings down before he goes into the jungle. He wants to make sure he's safe from all angles before going in.
Yeah, very safe play. Oh, the buy.
Man, there we go.
Yeah, a 4-man gank in 5 minutes. Wow.
Yeah. I think this is perhaps the first time I've seen Toys playing something besides Azir and something besides Lissandra, and as well as Syndra. And let's see how his luck goes with LeBlanc as the game builds on. That's actually always been the first ban choice from Yoe Flash Wolves.
There's Lee Sin gang coming out in the bot lane.
Maybe.
And Stanley can saw it from that ward.
Alright. Well, ward clearance has been made. And right now we have a somewhat... this game is, like, it's irregular right now, to say the very least. We still have, of course, God JJ in top lane, refusing to return to bot. But I mean, that kind of makes a little bit of sense. If I'm not mistaken, I forget who counters Huam, but I believe it's
HK Esports counter Flash Wolf jungle. His blue buff.
Well, I mean the ADC lanes. NL, does Ezreal counter God JJ is what I'm trying to remember.
I don't really think so. I wouldn't really say so. They kind of go like even.
Yeah, I mean both have escapes, both have a lot of burst potential, but I mean, I feel like it's a lot heavier on Corki, especially once he hits level 6, and you know, both players are at their ideal build level, if that makes sense.
Yep, and both support is level 1 and level 2. That's interesting. And Corki has already hit 6.
And Stake, I mean, like, just him being on the back foot already, that's just showing what power this lane swap has. Sword Art now coming in, and, well, not too terribly much happened there, but it looks like we've got a Valkyrie being baited here, or more bombarding missiles, rather. Sidestep dodging and backing is our top laner right now.
Yep, and leaving Sword Art. Oh, never mind, TP coming in, so he's coming back.
Yeah, he gets hit by a...
Tornado.
Yeah, I mean, a howling... Geez, I forget the name of the ability. We'll just call it a tornado from now on. Sure, why not? We don't call Nami's bubble Aqua Prison anymore. We just call it the bubble.
Yep.
Right.
It's way cooler.
Yeah, I know. I sound like such a... I feel like such a textbook nerd by saying the actual name
Prison.
of... Yeah. I mean, like, I remember a lot of people complained about casters. They sound like, oh, some of them sound like they have a degree in communications and they just have diamond level knowledge, but they don't really have, and they don't really have style. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Toys, I mean, he's playing his best out at mid lane and he's doing good thus far. Checking the farm right now. I mean, look at where Stake is right now. He's at 21 CS. When you compare him to NL, who's at 67, he's, you know, it's hurting and it shows.
But compared to Aurelia, like, because of the lane swap, he get harassed so much, so it doesn't really is an advantage, except for the gold. HK Esports did come up like almost 1,000 ahead of Flash Wolf.
That's right. It's plain as day at the top of our screens right now. But I mean, the thing is, Stake, he's in this game as Maokai because he's going to try and, how do I say this, add more, not really just tank, but, well, I mean, that's the big thing, the tank that needs to add to this. I could also see maybe to keep Maokai down for the rest of the game, maybe NL will, I would say, maybe build Last Whisper a little bit faster than he ordinarily would, excuse me.
Yeah, and that lane swap may be the reason why they are trying to do this, is that, oh
my god, the Dark Binding coming in, Toys,
and the Ignite can quit it. And that's first blood in 8 minutes.
So I mean, weak top lane, weak tank, but I mean at the same time, a weaker mid lane, if you will. And getting the dragon here is definitely gonna help them out so much.
Yep, and that's definitely the right choice, since both the support and the carry is not here.
All right.
So first stack of the dragon in 9 minutes.
Not bad. All things considered. I mean, yeah, we've seen level 4 dragons before, but of course, it's difficult to initiate when all 5 members of the enemy team are still alive and in position.
But we have to notice that, like, GodJJ is keep farming.
Refrain goes in there, he steals the blue buff, and it looks like he's just gonna Sonic Wave
and Dangerous ulting, trying to going in with his ult.
Iku! And he breaks away for the time being. Another Sonic Wave
going in.
Strike, a beautiful ulti coming in from NL as well. Brilliant play. So I mean, like,
it was so baited, like I would say.
I mean, it's amazing in my opinion now, because I mean, Ezreal's not all that far behind in the way of his farm. We can see that NL's keeping him where he needs to be. Although, how do I say this? Like, the lane swap did result in lower CS for both the top laners, but at the same time, it keeps yoeFW slightly ahead.
And that kick hitting Dinta when he's invisible, that was so good.
Alright.
It seems like GodJJ and Olay is back to the bot lane trying to push off that turret.
It makes sense. I mean, there's a weak Maokai that's roaming right now. So I would take advantage of that in any way I could. And that means after you push down the top lane turret, sure, why not push down the bot lane turret as well?
That's true.
When you're ahead, get further ahead. And it looks like yoeFW is abusing that that philosophy. But now, Sword Art trying to stay out of his enemy team's grasp, and it looks like he will maybe clear away this warden and he'll be okay.
And it looks like God JJ's first item will be the Trinity Force.
Toys is also forced out of lane in this position with, of course, Maple as well as Refrain hitting the mid lane. This lane swap is kind of working a little bit more against Hong Kong Esports than it is for, despite them having an overall gold lead.
Yep, even if 2 kills behind.
All right.
Sort of clean the pink ward.
At this point, I mean, God JJ is painfully far ahead at this point. I feel like it's gonna be black and white. He's got the Phage, he's got the Magic Sword.
Shane.
He's building, yeah, he's got Shane, so he's building towards his Trinity Force.
Yep, definitely.
And you know, he kind of skipped boots and all of that, but at the same time, I feel like it's not on his list of priorities right now. He's got the escape, and that definitely outranges Easy's teleport.
But with that amount of farm, I think he can get both Trinity in and the boots in the next back.
I agree. Just really, I mean, he's got to play this out patiently. He's got to make sure he doesn't get ganked or anything like that, forced out of lane, put in a position where he has to be, things like that.
Oh, there's a fight going on.
Man, Phosphorus Shell goes down on top of NL, and that's just working against him more than it's helping him to actually teleport in there and go offensive. And I mean, Eye of the Storm hitting both. Well, actually, just going down on Janna reduces the amount of damage dealt out.
And Stick is gonna roam to mid and maybe going for a dive.
Refrain now going top lane.
Oh, actually, it's a counter jungling trying to get Dinter's red buff.
And Dinter's not biting the bait. He knows that there was someone just now there. Of course, the sapling does reveal this. And Stake and Refrain just gotta stick together for the time being. And they're gonna back off of stealing that red for the time being.
Since everyone is in position, getting ready for that counter jungle.
Nice sapling, but it will connect with an Eye of the Storm Janna. Next dragon will be up in about 1 minute and 50 seconds. That one is very important to Hong Kong Esports, and Maple will get the blue buff this time around.
Definitely, they doesn't want Flash Roof to get the second one to get that buff.
All right, so at this moment, I mean, everything seems it's just slightly ahead for Hong Kong Esports, and I mean they're doing a good job of, how do I say this? They've been given lemons, and now they're making lemonade. And despite them being down 2 kills, they actually have a gold lead, and I think they should know something like this, straight up all the way across the board. Because I mean, it's just simple math, really. Each minion kill, like without any, how do I say this? Income buffs added to them is basically worth about 15 gold, and if you subtract 139 from 119, you're talking about 20 minions, 20 minion kills, if you will.
Yep,
and then
it's all mathematics.
Right, 400 gold. So I mean, in that regards, even though Corki has no kills, he's still about on par with NL.
That's why farming is so important sometimes.
Alright, so
still not much going on. I think the next fight may happen in about 20 seconds, fighting for the dragon buff.
But there's an old saying from a book I once read, and that is, there is never nothing happening.
That's true.
And in 13 seconds, dragon's about to be up, so I imagine what
everyone is preparing.
Right.
Getting
5
in
seconds.
position. We can see Aurelia is coming down too.
That's a lot of wards coming down from Hong Kong Esports. They're also getting knocked out by sweeper trinkets.
They really want to get this dragon.
Right, and they're also trying to convince the guys in bot lane to actually go back under turret by clearing out those wards, but it's just they're not biting the bait. Toys clears away a ward as well. He sees a crab that's been hurt, and he's like, "That means great. They're here. I don't want to touch that." Not even with a 99-foot pole. Not even with a 99-foot long pole. It looks like HK Esports is going to initiate on this dragon, drag it out just a little bit. Of course, get it out of its original position makes it easier to take, and
it seems like it's HK Esports dragon.
It is.
Yep, TP is coming in from top lane Maokai, and he cancel. Yep.
Yeah. Missile barrage coming in to just ward out anyone from bot lane that might follow them. But altogether, seems to be a decent game that we have on our hands.
And Dinter and Toys trying to go to top lane and catch Stick, but Stick is long gone.
All right. So, what happens here is the real question. I mean, we've already
binding.
Nice dark binding, but I mean, overall, there's just I feel like there's not enough damage output on NL to really do anything in that position. Yeah, he's working towards his Trinity Force as well, but it's already behind. He doesn't have it yet. He's got his Manamune. Is that it?
Yep, that's the Manamune.
Okay, I was just making sure I remember the name of it correctly. It's been such a long time since I've actually. No, not that, but played Ezreal.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I more prefer Caitlyn, Tristana.
Yeah, those are more constant AD carry, I would say.
Yeah.
More safe to play.
I also like to play a lot of Sivir.
Super. Yeah, it definitely is a strong champion looking at the first 3 games.
Yeah. Especially with what I've seen so far, I'm thinking, okay, well, it might be a good idea for me to take that. Of course, the ulti coming out from NL, only
Dark
connects to
Binding
CS,
again.
that's it. Another Dark Binding, but of course, outside of turret range. Sword Art kind of getting phased out here a little bit, but Dinter is standing by, waiting and eager to strike.
Oh, Lee Sin going
Sonic
in.
Wave and Resonating Strike coming in. Iku misfires? No?
Nope, he
No,
didn't
okay.
fire.
Alright. It was Dragon's Rage, but of course he didn't use it. He didn't use it.
Oh,
Resonating Strike again!
Oh,
and there's the finishing
wow.
blow. It comes in from Maple, not Refrain, and the Chilling Smite to get Refrain out of the game. 1-for-1 exchange, but in the background we do of course see that Hong Kong Esports gets away with a turret. Okay. Alright, so it seems like right now, I mean, the gold lead has been established in favor of
They still have a
Esports.
lead for 2K.
I'm thinking like, and of course everyone in the chat's going wild. They're saying Tyson La. And I mean, second turret at mid lane going down. It's definitely, this is spelling Hong Kong Esports in the mid game right now. And Baron's about to come online in about 90 seconds.
And I think what Toys is so strong about is that like every time he got stunned or he get caught in the jungle, he can always come back with another kill, trying to bait for his teammate and trying to get even in the result. So I think he's a really strong player, a mid lane player. No matter how many people is going to gank him, he can always come back with 1 kill.
Alright, so now we got backs coming from Stanley. Wonder what he's gonna get. He bought a Trinity Force, if not, I'm sorry, what cloak is that? The cloak, it's increasing his MP if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Alright. I forget the name of it. I know what it builds into. I think, forget about it, it's not important.
I forgot.
Yeah. Alright, so
It's interesting seeing the top lane. Irelia definitely has a lead in item since Maokai is building into a Rod of Ages and still haven't finished the Ages, but Irelia already got Triforce in the Spectral Crow.
I mean, I feel like Maokai is building into tank now. He's got two Doran's rings because, of course, he does perceive that he is behind, and that is, you know, it's not an incorrect presumption. But I mean, like that's the play that's coming from Hong Kong Esports. I knew they were gonna do something to put Maokai down in the early game. The question is, I just didn't know it was going to be a lane swap. It makes a lot of sense now, in retrospect.
Yep, that gold shutdown for Maokai, it really worked now.
And it's starting to show, like, black and white, plain as day. But at this moment, we've got mid lane kind of being pushed, but with, of course, with Hong Kong Esports regrouping at mid, that's not going to happen anytime.
And Dragon will
soon.
respawn in 1 minute and 10 seconds, so they are going for it.
Wait a minute. The guys from Hong Kong Esports are pinging Baron right now. Could they really be trying to get a 20-minute Baron?
I don't really think so. I think they are just trying to bait their team, since the enemy team have definitely no vision on Baron, if I didn't...
And Refrain looks like...
see.
Oh, that's an interesting... Okay. That just looks a little bit funny. You don't really see that every day, but they didn't. Okay, they did get the reset on the what's the word I'm looking for, the blue buff. So now it's theirs, more or less, at least for yoeFlash Wolves. They want to make it theirs. They want to call it theirs.
Both team is waiting for Dragon to spawn, trying to go back and buy stuff. Since they want to be ready for that team fight, being the strongest and trying to kill and get ahead.
Right now, I mean, this is kind of as even as the game is going to get. I feel like from here on out, it's going to scale in favor one way or the other. I mean, as I said before, the combo is pretty plain as date there. With Maple, Sword Art, also Stake and Refrain. I mean, like, they have so much CC in all of this, and I mean, like, NL, he kind of offers not so much with Ezreal, but he does, of course, have an ultimate that can pass through everyone on the team.
Definitely. Now the Dragon is up and everyone is preparing. Maple trying to stun them in the bush without vision, but apparently it didn't hit.
Alright, well, Dragon's up. This one is pretty critical because it allows for pushing power onto the towers. And the team that gets it is going to have more. If yoeFlash Wolves gets this, I feel like the game is gonna slowly drift in their favor.
Definitely. Still 2K go ahead for HK Esports.
That's right.
And now they decide to push for the mid turret.
Yeah, they're like, okay, well, they can't get the positioning they need for Dragon. We're going to take advantage of that and take down the turret. Dive coming in here from Dinter. That's not too good. The Iku coming in. And now it's Ellie from Stake. He's going to follow this up and add so much more synergy. Ollie getting caught out. Oh, flashes out of the way.
Yep. It seems like they can go to safety.
The Tornado knocking up both Sword Art and NL. But now it looks like they want to get started on Dragon, maybe?
Maybe, probably.
Maybe. But, oh no, there's a ward in that bush. That's kind of dangerous. And there's also one at this position. 2 for 2, or 2 versus 2 at Dragon is not a safe way to engage, but, I mean, oh boy, this is backing right on a ward.
Yep. We will see if Corki can make it. Nope.
We will. We will. So it's 4-2. I mean, of course, yoeFlash Wolves is up 2 kills, but at the same time, I mean, the gold difference, the gold disparity is there. And now everyone's pinging Dragon like wild. They all want it.
Definitely. That pushing power, as you said, really helped for pushing that mid-second turn.
And the one with the most gold right now would actually be on yoeFlash Wolves.
HK Esports start the Dragon. The Dragon is low, and they got it.
Yes, they do. Now the follow-up initiate is not looking too good. Of course, we do have God JJ peeling just a little bit, falling a little bit far behind.
And it seems like Flash Wolf want to fight, going into their jungle.
Yeah, nice dark binding! And now the resonating strike coming in from Lee Sin.
She couldn't kick him back. That's a nice play from Corki.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit painful to see that, but I mean, that's HK Esports getting a little bit further ahead. So all the Toys and Stanley fangirls out there are screaming in
the chat room.
I wouldn't be surprised to see. You know, I wonder if there's a public gathering going on to watch this tournament at a bar or a restaurant or
probably there would be.
In Taipei.
Oh, and they are going for the Baron too. HK Esports. Wow, without vision for Flash Wolf.
This is a little bit dangerous at this stage of the game. I mean, that Baron's gonna do so much damage to them. It's already halfway HP though. They're focusing it down, but now Stake, Sword Art,
stop them.
NL showing up.
Can they make it?
I feel like if there was any moment to stop them, it would be now.
Yep. And they actually stopped it.
Okay. Okay, so for the time being, they're just gonna back away from this.
That could be a right call if they didn't know. I mean, the Flash Wolf didn't know. They could have sneaked it, but apparently Flash Wolf knew it and went for it. And just stopped them.
It was just a curious poke initially, I imagine, but right now, they are where they need to be if they want to be safe in this game.
Yep, and Sword Art made Jaina in the jungle.
Presently, top lane turret is in a bit of danger. I don't think there's any saving this one.
Yep, and Ezreal and Lee Sin is gonna take that turret. The only one on top is Olay to defend that inner turret. Toys and God JJ is coming too, and Dinter.
softball sapling disconnect, excuse me. I thought it was a snowball sapling, but what is
Nope.
wrong with it?
It's a
Snowman sapling.
Snowman, yep.
Yeah. I imagine there's a Christmas skin of Maokai, right?
There he is.
And of
It's a
course-
present.
He's got, oh, it's a present, not a snowman. Okay.
No.
Cute little fella. I wish I could take him home, but he'll probably just make a mess.
Explode.
Yeah. He'll explode once I pick him up.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then I'm missing 2 arms instantly. Okay. Surprisingly, I mean, the gold difference, you know, it's actually starting to narrow a little bit from what we saw earlier. And right now it's like 1.5k difference. It used to be 2. And I think that's because the scaling of the yoeFW composition is working just a little bit better.
Definitely. And that Baron call, they did waste a little amount of time doing that Baron for HK Esports.
Alright. Well,
Oh,
Toys trying to make the
Toys,
plays happen. He
oh,
does
Lee Sin is
leash.
here.
He does leash onto NL, but it doesn't quite follow up. Missile
And-
barrage from Corki is going to keep them pinned.
they are going for that turret.
He might be able to get it, but Maple comes in and
As
stops
with
them.
ulti cleaning the wave.
And that is going to cause Hong Kong Esports to back off just a little bit.
Still 1.4k gold lead
Yeah.
for HK Esports.
Dinter's waiting for that opportunity to steal it. He's gone in
Dinter's
this.
going invis and going for that Asriel.
Oh, he just
Oh.
smites it and runs, and now
He just wants to
we've
steal
got
it.
yeah, we've got one very disappointed NL. But I like the way these guys are acting without vision in the
It's
jungle.
playing safe.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm learning so much just by watching these guys. He had no clue that there was a ward there, but you know, he knows that there's at least the possibility because he doesn't have a ward there himself. At least not a pink ward.
And now Flash Wolf is pushing their mid-turn instead. So, oh, Toys got
Dark binding, but I
Bind.
mean, he's already safely in position to stay out of the way. But I mean,
Yep, and Maokai
turret's
went
going down.
in.
Dinter diving in. He's going to be taken down, and of course, the turret was taken down not long before.
Toys got exhausted.
NL was
but
taken
killed.
down. He was ignited to death, and now Stanley looks like he's going to break away just a little bit. Maybe going in for some more in just a moment. That's no ADC in this composition while God JJ is still alive. He's got so
Oh.
much chase. Valkyrie coming in, but he's going to back off. And, of course, we've got Maple doing what he can to just throw the ball back at them.
And that was 1-for-1 Dinter for NL.
I mean, right now, that's an ADC that it doesn't make too terribly much difference at this stage in the game, but it looks like we're gonna see that mid turret maybe fall if we can't see yoeFW hold their stuff here.
Yep, the poke is real for HK Esports with Corki.
I mean, look at the difference between between NL and God JJ right now. They've got 269 CS and 200. Well, I mean they're even, and then you just added in the kill and the assists, and then you've got a very fat. Well, I wouldn't say very fat, but you know, marginally more gold-rich Ezreal.
No, for the damage per second, God JJ definitely has the advantage.
Oh yeah, burst potential for sure.
Yep.
If he was at 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, then I'd say that would be a very
Oh,
painstaking position.
God JJ got binded. Lee Sin going
Ball
in.
coming in, Lee Sin, and the
Kick
EQ,
Dr. J.
the flash
Oh.
is not enough. And we have Toys
Yes,
trying to
we got
lock
the
him down,
kill.
Chains coming in, and now it's going to be Dinter next on the hit list. I don't
Wow.
know. Yeah.
That's just
With those 2 kills coming in, we actually see yoeFW surpassing that.
getting the second
gold.
dragon.
Yeah, they're surpassing the gold that Hong Kong Esports has, and as you said, they're going to get that second dragon.
But that's not a lot of gold though. It's like 200.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be a TP, but I was wrong. Nice attempt coming in here from.
Oh, HK Esports going for
hold
that
on,
turret.
They were, but they didn't get it.
Yep, almost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ollie. I mean, that was a nice attempt.
Oh,
from Ollie to
Ollie
get
is
the steal.
gonna.
This is not looking good. I mean, Ollie, can he really get away from this? He's got boots of mobility, that'll help, but it looks like his escape is being cut off by Maple at this very moment. He's going around all these minions, trying to stay under the turret.
Dinter and God JJ is gonna come
Yeah,
to save him.
There's
Oh,
the deadly
no.
dance, and now a bottom lane turret is gone along with another player kill. yoeFW, I mean, they got double the kills, but they only have a 600 gold lead.
Yep. They did really good in farming, like for HK Esports, and also the lane swap in level 1, it really pays off.
I don't like to gripe too much, but I mean, this kind of screamed victory for yoeFlash Wolves at the character select screen, and it's starting to show. But I mean, every time they make even just the slightest mistake, we'll see Hong Kong Esports abuse it, and maybe, who knows, we could see this get flipped around in an instant. Like right now, the gold is even.
Yep.
With Hong Kong Esports and yoeFlash Wolves at this moment.
It's exactly the same, almost.
Mm-hmm. So they're gonna go for their own red, at least try and secure it, and it looks like they should be able to do so with very little trouble. Both sides did ward Baron. Dinter's gonna B. With that being said, he's gonna go ahead and... Ooh, wait a minute. Didn't finish that B. Alright, so what's he gonna build once he gets back home is a real question. He's already got boots and mobility, I like that.
And
2 cloth armors. I feel like... I know what that leads
Randuin's
into.
Omen?
Possibly.
Yep.
I think also it could lead into Frozen Shard.
Yeah, that too.
If I'm not mistaken.
He's really going for a tanky Ranga.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he hasn't been set back too terribly much. He's died 4 times, which is half of the kills that yoeFlash Wolves has, kind of making some not so solid calls to dive here and there. But at the same time, it's the same coming out from the jungler on the enemy team. I mean, 3 of the 4 kills that Hong Kong Esports have been essentially Refrain diving in when he maybe shouldn't have. Best example being, of course, when he tried getting the kill on God JJ in the jungle after a dark binding in.
Like, Refrain is always trying to insect the AD carry, God JJ coming back for his team to finish him up, but every time, like, he just got saved.
That is right. That is right. Okay, well, what happens from here on out, I think, is a very important question.
Dragon won't be up soon, and...
Not for at least another 2 minutes in game time.
Yep.
Alright.
Everyone just hanging around, trying to poke and trying to watch for the opponent making mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Now, guys, the reason why we're doing the Grand Finals first is, of course, we're afraid that we might be shut out of observing early on. We still have the 3rd place, 4th place match coming up after this one. So, of course, maybe stick around, tune in for that one as well. Now, there is the mid turret getting pushed up. No minions to support just yet, but it looks like that's finally
Flash
changed.
Move is going for that inhibitor turret. Can the
TP coming down
come
here. Eye of the Storm as well.
Yeah.
We see Stanley TP in, but the turret disappears. Here comes the big fight. We've got, of course, looks like Maple's going to get Toys out of the game. It looks like NL is going to go ahead and take down Dinter. And now finally we've got Ollie being taken down. And the inhib goes, courtesy of Refrain.
3-4-0 for Flash Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Baron's now going to be initiated. I like this decision, and there's almost nothing that we can see, you know, basically Hong Kong Esports do about this.
Definitely, with Dinter still being dead, like, that Baron is definitely for the Flash Wolf.
Alright, so it's about halfway down. Maybe there's a chance for Hong Kong Esports to steal it. They have to time this out just right.
And
The ward's going down.
To go in.
And now we've got, State coming in here to buffer for Stanley, and the Ignite goes down. Stanley will live, but Baron will be taken by...
Yep, at least he tried.
Yeah. I remember there's only one time I've been able to make a Baron steal happen, and that was using the ultimate spark on Lux.
Oh yeah.
Bronze yellow.
That damage is more than 1,000 though.
Huh?
That damage is more than 1,000 if you got the items.
Yeah.
So it is possible without smite.
Yeah, and it was like, how do I say this? It was just, it was crazy.
Or maybe the enemy jungle missed his might and you have a chance to steal it.
Yeah. Right now, score is 12-4. We, of course, have HKESports on the back foot, and I feel like, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I feel like the team composition is a part of the problem. There's not really a whole bunch of stacked CC. If you compare, again, what we have coming out from...
Morgana, Syndra, and Maokai.
Yeah. The ulti on Morgana, the potential for Lissandra to go ahead and take a swing at multiple characters. Maokai's ultimate as well.
Yep. It's always about crowd control, in my opinion.
Yeah, they've got 3 CC effects that can target more than one enemy at a time. And it's all based on AoE, more or less. This is probably one of those times when Hong Kong Esports wished that the 5.1 patch kicked in on the Taiwan server.
Yep, Dragon just got up, and it seems like Flashmove is not giving them a chance. And just taking it for free.
Yeah, that's gonna result in 3 dragons now.
Yep, with the movement speed now. And with the Baron buff and free stack of Dragon buff, they are definitely trying to pressure for the bot lane since the mid inhibitor is already gone.
I also gotta say, at this level of play, I love the double ward clearance mechanics from both sides. And by double, I mean the sweeper trinkets accompanying.
Oh, Stick is going in for the toys.
There he is. And turret goes down, courtesy of NL. And now it will be Maple once again taking toys out of the game. Next on the menu is Refrain taking down Dinter, who's next on the hit list. Stanley is low, but he gets away back to the fountain. And hit number 2 falls.
And they may go for the Nexus turn too.
I think that would be the ideal thing to do. They've got super minions, courtesy of Baron. And I think that is going to potentially lead to the end of this game. Oh man, I mean, turret 1's down. We've got 3 low HP characters. The defense is possible. It's just very, very difficult to make happen. Stake dives in there, but the Nexus is gone. And we see yoeFW Wolves come back from the brink of defeat
for HKES
to winning the Hong Kong Esports Winter Challenge. All right.